This is part 20 of my Let's Play. I'm Obake-san's ghost, and I'm playing Link's Decision 2, Chronos, The Tears of Fate. We're getting close to the, end. We finished level 6-1 with the Mirror Shield, so now we can get out of the swamp. But unfortunately, there's one little distraction, the fire boomerang. So we'll get that while we're making our way out of the swamp, or out of the icy islands to the swamp. And of course, I've mentioned last time, I think this is the Mega Man X Chill Penguins stage. It's just the ice level. So, Chronos. Some people might recognize what that is or whatever. It is from the word chronology or chronological. But it's actually ancient Greek. God status as well. They were always kind of weird with it, but I gotta get through these guys. But people might think they know, and it's annoying because there's actually two. So there's Chronos, usually ending with US, but it could be spelled with a C or a K. He was leader of the Titans. So he imprisoned Cyclopes, father to Hera, Hades, Zeus, etc. Overthrown by his son, yeah. And sent to the pits of Tartarus, the deepest prison. He was god of the harvest, but he was the bringer of chaos too. That is nothing to do with time, so that is not correct. Both of those are returning my shield or weapon after it gets taken, so I don't have to worry about getting hit by those ones. And don't worry about the history, this is the only video that has anything like it. Come on. So, yeah, Chronos is not the correct one, so that brings us to Chronos, usually spelled with a CH, and ends with an OS. That is the ancient Greek personification of time. So that was Father Time. And he started out as some weird three-headed creature and eventually started getting drawn as an old man. And might have been the origin of how we show the Grim Reaper. But he was the god or whatever of time too. Or really the god of historical time, past, present, and future. So obviously a game where you deal with all three of those. Chronos is a obvious choice. Counterpart is Eon, the god of cyclical time, like years, etc. But both of them were pictured with the zodiac wheel frequently. And Chronos was usually pictured as an old man along with a baby or holding a scythe later on. So that would be the origin of chronological, and what else is there? Synchronous, anachronism. So that would be Chronos, and yeah, that's the correct one. And eventually the two of them did seem to get mixed up in the Renaissance era, and Chronos ended up with Kronos's scythe. And we could go either direction there, it doesn't matter. And of course into a block puzzle, so gotta think about something. Yeah, this looks like a good choice. So yeah, during the Renaissance, he started getting pictured in the cloak with the scythe, and I guess the skeleton was a more recent addition than that. But yeah, it's not to be confused with actual death, but actual death is Thanatos, who was different. He was actually more like the death in the Discworld series. He just arrived at the right time to assist the soul, not to remove life or anything like that. Death in Discworld is a lot more cynical, but that's the whole idea, at least. And meanwhile, Father Time is there actually waiting for your death. And this dungeon is pretty long. It's gonna take a while to get through. But the song here is the boss intro for Donkey Kong 64. Kind of an odd choice or whatever, but I don't know. These guys are, of course, annoying to fight, but we'll get plenty of health when they split up. That was actually fairly lucky. And of course these fireballs are not going to make things any easier, since now I can bounce them back and do almost no damage. And of course, while it's taking almost no damage from the reflected fireball, I can't hurt it. Key appeared under me if you didn't hear the sound. So, I don't know, I'm not sure what else I can say about, Chronos, other than, whatever I read from the Greek history, whatever. So, that is what the name is based off of. Of course, it sort of fits with Manos, similar wording, and how do I get to this? I hope this doesn't mess up my way to get to the right. I did not think of that yet. No, I'm good. But of course these guys, but I've got a good sword, so not the best sword, but good enough, and that, of course, always helps. I think I finally got one. Oh, I got two. And there we go. So I'm just... Oh, of course, I got knocked to the side. But didn't matter. Oh, and of course, nothing. That's alright. Me keep going. And some of these. And nothing in here again. Still some easy guys to fight. But with the amount of health we have, it's getting harder and harder to find stuff that, you know, I can't take care of. These guys can do some pretty good damage, so that is one way to take care of them. Nothing there because I got it when I came in. Here, I'm just gonna switch to the arrows. Got my money back, but up is the first destination. I mean, compass isn't really important, but gonna get it anyways for completeness, or whatever the phrase is. I can just keep going. Not entirely sure what I want to do here, but that definitely worked out. Oh, there's more of these guys. I keep forgetting, I can just stand here while they're facing me, and they just get hurt. There we go, much better. Okay, gotta remember that. Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna call this one. Taking damage from me. I don't want to use that too much, especially since now I don't even have enough magic to use it again, but the whole point was to deal with the fact that I had 3 of them to fight. Our health back. Map. Not particularly helpful, but we can see that now we have finally made it all the way around back to the other side of that branch. We did not kill everything in here. But I'm gonna try and get some magic back first. Alright, that didn't quite work out. And yep, back to the arrows. Of course the arrows won't do anything to the dark nuts. I can take care of that last piece with it. And of course, full health. So that means that we will be going to the boss room with hopefully full health, or close to it. Oh, these guys. I can sort of block their fire with my mirror shield, but it's kinda iffy. It doesn't always work quite right. You've got to hit it at just the right location for it to work. And these are going to be unnecessary to dodge if I can stay away from these red things. There we go. So now I'm just gonna use that, and that takes care of that. We just got, come on, and nothing. So last key, and there's the boss roar. And obviously I am going to kill these guys for some health maybe. But I doubt I will need it here. Ooh, Patra. This is definitely not an easy one to have to fight. The outer layer is the only one that can be hurt. And here, I have to kill all of that outer layer before I can attack the inner layer. I can attack them while they're spread out like that. It doesn't have to be while they're in tight. And yeah, now he starts getting pissed at me with the fireballs because I'm killing his inner guys. I assume that's how the AI is set up. If it could even be called AI. How the computer is set up. And of course, no heart container piece or anything for the 4 optional dungeons. But we got our fire boomerang, and that's what matters. So now we can make our way to the swamp. There's just a little bit more to go. Of course, now that I have the fire boomerang, so do the gorillas. We've often wondered why those rocks are piled up south of here. It's odd. Yes, it was. Might as well kill them. They occasionally drop something. These guys are a lot more amenable to dropping stuff, though. And into the warp, we want to go to the future. Only part of the islands we haven't been to yet. And we need to make our way through. And that's what the gold shield is for up there. And we just make our way through the swamp. We have these reeds here, that's the cuttable for the swamp. And fortunately we're not playing hard mode, because at this point the screen would have statues shooting fires on it as well as the Zoras. So it gets a little overwhelming in that. That. Yeah, here's a bit much for a single screen. And we're into the final corner. Red lever is always good for more than a little bit of money. bottom right southeast screen of the swamp. Nothing here. I'm just gonna kill everything because still nothing here. And we'll sneak around the back that way so we don't have to deal with those bat guys. And by the way, the outdoor song there was from Super Metroid, the Bryn Star Green. And the song here is from the Batman Returns video game for Super Nintendo, I think. This is just level 1. And much like the outside, this has swampy sections that just slow you down. And not really much different than the ice we were, seeing so much in the last one. This is an easy Patra. There we go. So that gives us our map. There's our heart container piece. So that's the only hidden item in this level. And we have a few keys to get up this way too. So yep, the other big advantage to the fire boomerang is the ability to stop things that the other boomerangs can't, like stopping a bubble. You can only do dark nuts if you hit them in the side or back, of course. You still can't penetrate their shield. But doesn't matter. They can't take anything of mine while they're in that state. And we have, another block puzzle here. That worked out well. Some spikes, easy enough to avoid. I have to be too careful, but spikes do take out a lot of damage. And it doesn't matter what armor you're wearing, the spikes still take away the same number of hearts. Freeze those guys. The red guys don't have any use. To be frozen, they don't move. I don't think it prevents them from shooting either if you freeze them like that. And these things, we can deal with them. It is technically possible to get here without the mirror shield, if you're the thief. Dead end. I knew there was more we needed. Passageway though. That'll get us to the bottom half. Way in the bottom. That's okay. Alright, fine. I'll boomerang you. I'm just gonna leave him because I'm gonna have to kill him on my way back. Might as well make sure that the other ones don't have time to reappear. you. Makes things considerably easier with these guys. Those, like I pointed out in the ice level, we can't get through that until we get the traps triggered. It's just way too slow. And, geez, these things are just not looking to die. But that's okay. We'll get it eventually. And of course, now the fire boomerang does actual damage. And just a compass, but whatever. Don't let it hit me. Don't. These things. Just gonna kill them all. I'm surprised those guys made it through without getting hurt. Using the poles for us. Why not freeze everything? Just make our way back once we get past these traps. Occasionally they move too fast into the boomerang and it hits them even though they were facing it. But only if you're right up next to them. Getting back to the top side and actually back to the beginning now. There we go. I'm not even gonna bother. Don't care about the blue ones. And here the door has forced me to care. So, it did give me a bit more rupees. I'll take that as a win, I guess. And somehow I think that was a bad idea. This and sure. Okay. Don't need to fight these guys or these guys. And now we can take this other path. Obviously, we're not going to take the locked door first. And these things. Hopefully you get more damage than that, but they are doing a good job of staying outside that fire. One more room this way. Just full of these things again. And that gives enough, I think, to be filled up. And maybe slightly short, I can't tell. And deeper into the dungeon we go. Obviously, we still have to cross over to the other side since the boss is on the southern side. Fire boomerang does some odd thing in close range. Yeah, that works pretty well, doesn't it? And we might come out of this with 500 rupees, but probably not, and especially with a room that has nothing but light bikes in it. Well, not gonna do anything here that is a problem. I don't know, those guys will stay dead. That would benefit me somehow, I don't know, whatever. No. That was not the right move. But I mean, left is a definite no. This looks like it works out for me. Here, that was a little tougher than it needed to be. And we can take our key with us. Oh, getting back. About those guys, spikes and slow tiles. So nothing of value there. I'm getting close to the 500 though. Not that, you know, 500 is the limit for what we need here. It's just looked like we might have made it. There's still a chance. But not in that room. Oh geez. Not even sure I want to deal with this. Come on. That wasn't quite where I wanted. Definitely making things difficult. But hey, with the fire boomerang it was definitely doable. And these guys, boomerang is not going to help. These are reflection wizards or mirror wizards or something. Whatever the case, they can only be hurt by reflected magic. Something that was in Zelda 2. Go. Nope, not quite. Yeah, you weren't done with me quite yet. And this gives us the flippers finally, the last item really in the game. And we are going to stop right here. So next time we will do some stuff. Not the next dungeon. We're gonna finish off the overworld. So thanks for watching.